It is I want to make some snacks for the week. It's always good to have something just like there so you can grab it. Yes, it's probably best to make them a little healthier, but like, meh. So today I wanted to make a dip, which is one of my favorite things ever that my mom makes. I don't know what the exact name of it is. I think she got it out of a magazine like a million years ago. I just call it Mom Dip. It is so good. It's super simple, so fast to throw together. It does have to stay kind of in the fridge for a while. You want it to sit and have all the flavors kind of married together. It just makes it taste even better. Even though that's not an instant snack, I will thank myself later. And then I want to make some oyster crackers. I'm not gonna make the oyster crackers, I'm just gonna zhuzh them up a bit. I'm gonna do a couple of different versions of those because variety, am I right? That's the plan today. I'm gonna start with a dip. I will put all of these recipes with the measurements down below in the description. Let's go. Mayo in the bowl. If you want it to taste good, you better be using Hellmann's. I am having this recipe, but I'll write the entire recipe down in the description. Start with your mayonnaise, sour cream, and that's your base. I'm just gonna give this a mix before I add in the other ingredients. To the base, I'm going to add kosher salt, accent, which is like a meat tenderizer, but it is basically MSG, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Oh shoot. I halved the base, but I didn't have the ingredients in it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make a full batch now. It's fine. Everything's great. Glad that I caught myself because this would have been real interesting if I only halved half of the recipe. Be right back. I'm gonna go get some more stuff. Let's try this again, shall we? I've got all of my stuff in here now, and that's it. That's all the ingredients you need. It's just onion powder, garlic powder, accent, salt and pepper, mayo, sour cream. And it is one of the best dips you will ever have. I'm gonna transfer this to another bowl and pop it in the fridge overnight. Or if you're doing this kind of early in the morning, this should be good to go by like evening time. That's it. Okay, now for my oyster crackers. I made these the other day for a party and goodness gracious, they are addicting. They are so delicious. So I'm gonna make a couple of different ones. The ones I made earlier are a ranch seasoning and Parmesan cheese mix. And I'm also gonna try a little bit of a sweeter version with some cinnamon sugar. So we'll see how this goes. My oven is preheating to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna cook these low and slow. I'm gonna make my seasonings first before I get going with the butter and the crackers. And I'm really not doing any measurements. I kind of just go ham because I love as much flavor as possible. So I'm gonna use a ranch seasoning packet and I might open up a second one depending on how crazy I feel. And some Parmesan cheese. I feel like I want more ranch. Feel free to make your own, adjustments on this. I certainly am. Okay, there's my ranch and Parmesan mix. Done. Switching gears, sweet. I've got some white sugar and some cinnamon. I like a lot of cinnamon. And it's good for you, This could be a healthy snack. A little bit of cardamom in there and a little kosher salts. Have to balance it out. Combine all this. I have my oyster crackers. I'm using a big bowl because when I use like a bag, which is easier since you can close it and just like shake it up. But I find that when I use a bag to mix this, a lot gets stuck to the bag, and call me Sharpay, but I want it all. So this way I can scrape the bowl when I'm done. So I'm gonna start with ranch. Obviously you need something to help the seasoning stick to the crackers, and that's where my good friend butter comes in. Melted butter all in there. Give them a toss so everything is good and covered with that butter. In goes my seasonings, my block of seasoning, and just mix everything thoroughly. Make sure all of them have all of that delicious good stuff on there. I have a grease baking sheet here, and on they go. Spread them out evenly. Some of them get like clumps of this stuff baked onto the cracker, and those are the best ones. Now for the cinnamon sugar, same kind of thing. Got your butter. You know what this smells like and that I'm hoping it kind of tastes like is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm gonna pop these things into my preheated oven. I'm gonna start checking them around 20 minutes, but every 10 minutes or so, come in, take them out, mix them around so everything gets all evenly cooked. But you don't want these to burn. You just want them to become a little more brown, and you can tell they're gonna get crunchy again. Be patient. I got real impatient last time and I increased the temperature to 300 and I almost burnt the entire batch. So keep it at 250, keep an eye on it, and just keep on mixing them. They'll be fine. They're in total, they should stay in there like 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how you like them. Got the goods. These were in the oven for about 35 minutes each. They're crunchy, you can hear that, and all of the stuff that's stuck to this, like, look at how good that's gonna be. I wanna taste one. I want one that's good and covered. Look at that. That is good. They're still warm, perfect. They're not like crazy sweet, which is funny since I put a lot of sugar in here. It goes really well with a cracker. I really like those. Now for my parm and ranch. This one has a good chunk of that stuff on there. These are where it's at. That ranch is so flavorful. Ooh, it's so good and tangy. A yummy, delicious, easy snack. They're both very good, but I think I like the ranch better, but it's fun to try different things. Great little idea for a party. These will last me for sure all week long, so I can just have something accessible to nibble on. If I don't eat them all right now, you gotta make these. It has now been several hours and I feel like the dip is probably fine. It'll be better tomorrow, but I don't wanna wait, so I'm just gonna try it now. It's huge. Ooh, it smells so good. Huge, big bucket of dip. My favorite things to dip are cucumbers, for sure, carrots, and chips. A lot of times I try to make things my mom makes and they don't taste the same because she obviously holds information back from me. But this is perfection. Also very good for a party. Give this a try. I promise you will love it. It's so easy and it's so delicious. Thanks for making my snacks with me today. I hope you try some of this stuff. Enjoy.